number 4 for Lex That's So Bizarre. So let me introduce myself first. My name is Aahrthi and my metric number is 197787.
Hi everyone, my name is Siti Nurin Amalia and my metric number is 194586.
Hello guys, my name is Munmun Alam Eva and my metric number is 195692.
Hello everyone, my name is Afrina Binti Azman. My metric number is 194588.
Hello everyone, my name is Syaza Atirah Binti Shariff and my metric number is 197132.
Hi everyone, my name is najeh, my matric number 195643.
Hello everyone, my name is M Kobiruzzaman. My metric number is 199540.
Hello everyone, my name is Sugumaran and my metric number is 194207.
Hello everyone, my name is Yantie Lai Kok Seng and my metric number is 188053. So this is our fourth video and we will share our second theme. Let me share my screen. Okay. Can you guys see my screen?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So for the second theme, we choose the bizarre crimes in Malaysia. Let's proceed with the first bizarre story. So the first topic is about Altan Tuya Sharibu. So this is a murder about a 20 years old Mongolian model named Altan Tuya Sharibu on October 19, 2016. So it was a murder that not just shook the nation but also the rest of the world. The the murder of this 20 years old model was apparently appointed as a translator by Abdul Razak Baginda. Remember this name, Abdul Razak Baginda. He is a local political analyst who was close associate of former Prime Minister, which is Datuk Seri Najib Abdul Razak. So, although it was widely claimed that her appointment was to assist this Abdul Razak in the brokerage of controversial multi-billion ringgit deal of it's like a business. She was supposed to assist this Abdul Razak. That is what they claim, but the rumor was um, claim is false. Instead, this Abdul Razak was actually romantically involved with this foreigner, the Mongolian model, and purportedly promised to give this divorced mother of two a cut from the RM 135 million from that deal. And then when this Antal Tuya didn't realize that the sum of 2 million was not coming to her, is not transferred to her, she came to Malaysia to found this Abdul Razak. So days before her that she came to Malaysia with a female cousin and went looking for this Abdul Razak. He avoided this woman and that time he was said pregnant that time and persisted and hired a local private investigator to assist her. So in the sequence of events, the Mongolian model went missing. So this female cousin reported to police with the help of the private investigator that she hired. So that is the beginning of complicated and hardest investigation of the hideous crime. After this the private investigator that hired by this model giving information to the police. So two policemen attached to the elite special action force, Chief Inspector Azila and also Corporal Cyril were arrested after that investigation. So almost 3 weeks after her death, investigators were led to a forest reserve near the Subang Dam in Puncak Alam. the forensic police recovered a human bones and other parts that were scattered in that area. So the jungle spot would later be identified as where Altantuya was killed by 2 gunshots, and after her body was blown up with explosive, a bomb. Means that it's hard to identify the bodies. So, and following the discovery of the body, this Abdul Razak was held by police. And mysteriously, immigration records of Altantuya entry into Malaysia had disappeared. Well, since this is related to powerful people, and this immigration record has disappeared, obviously, this is something that they powerful people want to hide. So more than a week later, this Azila and Cyril, both actually the former bodyguards of our former Prime Minister Najib, were charged with murdering the model, and this Abdul Razak also charged with um no, this Abdul Razak instead um was not uh found guilty for this. So he's just like he's not guilty. Instead, the 2 bodyguards. And then after that, this both policeman is sentenced to death. And there's a lot. After that, there's also a lot of actually a long trial before that sentence. But it's hard since now it's not solved yet. So that's all for topic 1. We go for next topic. Give it to Vino.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So next I'm going to talk about Mona Fendi. Her real name is Magna. Is a singer born on 1 January 1956 in Kangapalli. Magna Ismail started singing and dancing at a very young age, always dreaming about pop and stardom. Masna married Muhammad Nur Effendi Abdul Rahim, who claimed to be her very big fan. And to boost her popularity, Magna adopted stage name her popular stage name as Mona Fendi. Soon after making the career change, both Mona and Noor Effendi hit a gold mine. She began offering her service to elite, high-profile clients. In fact, she claimed at that time several of her clients were senior politicians. The witchcraft duo was so successful and they began to be very rich. And in this was the most creepiest incident that they done to the politician. In 1993, the couple was approached by the Mazlan Idris, the Pahang rising politician. Mazlan was reportedly eyeing to chief minister post, and he wanted Mona to help him for that post. So Mona at that time promised to help him by giving talisman. Uh, Talisman is actually consisting of a tongkat and a songkok. The talisman will apparently make Mazlan invisible. So in exchange, Mazlan agreed and promised to give Mona a whooping RM 2.5 million. Mazlan then he paid an upfront of 500K and 10 land parcels as guarantee for the remaining payment. Shortly after receiving the payment, Mona decided to kill Mazlan because of his money. So then Mona had Mazlan lie down on the floor with his eyes closed and wait for the money to fall from the sky. But unfortunately, her plan was failed. And then, without warning Mazlan, they chopped Mazlan's head using an axe. Then they skinned Mazlan's body parts into 18 to be exact, and then they buried in the storeroom, in their own storeroom, near Mona's house. Some part of Mazlan's body were never found till now, and rumors were report that the trio had eaten them. So after that, the police were arrested Mona, and then the most creepiest thing is the part of the entire story is when the police want to hang Mona, she she calmly said that aku takkan mati. That means I will never die. That three word was the last word that Mona Fendi said before she was hanged. So we can go for the next. Next about Kenny Ong. Kenny Ong, born on 18 July 1944 as the second and youngest daughter of Ong Bijeng. In early 2003, Ong's father, Ong Bijeng, was suffering from cancer, and on 1 June, so together with her husband, Ong flew from US to Malaysia to visit her ailing father. Luckily, her father was getting better in condition. On 13 June, she went out for farewell dinner at Bangsa before she flew to US with her family and friends. So after the meal, Ong returned to the car basement to pay parking fee as usual. So after 2 to 3 hours, Hong didn't came back. So her mother and sister were worried and they made official police report. On Tuesday, 17 June, Ong found with a cloth round her neck, her hands crossed her chest and her legs dangling out of the hole at the construction site. So at the first, they didn't recognize Ong because the body was burned. So after the police investigation of the case, Ahmad Najib was arrested as a suspect, and the DNA test of the semen matched. Matched. Yeah, so that means she was raped and murdered. He then changed with a murder and rape. Police also found that Ahmad Najib, who killed Ong, um, has been connected with four other car park rape cases. So they claim that Ahmad Najib is also could be a serial rapist. So that's all.
Okay, let's proceed to the last bizarre criminal story, which related to Dato Sosilawati. So she is cosmetic billionaire. So this story start when she and three others, her lawyer, her driver, and also another bank officer, um, from Kuala Lumpur to Banting, going to meet this another lawyer named Padma Naban for business deal. And then one day after no, not one day, on that day when they meet, she didn't come back home. So the family report to the police that she was missing. So the police start doing as their family frantically looked for them over the days. A week later, police found the cars of this Arwah Sosilawati, and her lawyer parked at an apartment and a five-star hotel about 2 kilometers apart. So after the investigation on that two cars, several workers employed by this Padmadaban, which is the one that they met for business, were arrested close to his farm, this Padmadaban farms. So upon integrating the farm hands, the police then arrest this Padmanaban and his younger brother. So it was the beginning of the hardest task for police investigators to uncover what they would later discover was one of the most horrific multiple murder cases. So investigators learned how Susiwalawati and three men were taken to Padmanaban farms and were ordered to be killed. The workers had beat these victims till till they die, and then they burned these four bodies. And then the ashes of the victims and several of their belongings, including their cell phone and luxury watches, were then dumped into a nearby river and other nearby locations. So after that, a month later, there's Padmanaban and his workers were charged in the court for killings and sentenced for death. So not only that, because of the Sosilawati cases, police also found that Padmanaban is actually involved in over the disappearance of several other people that had dealings with him before, including an Indian and local businessman, and also a housewife. So yeah, that's all from our team today. Open for question.
I think the presentation is clear, but for me, actually, I don't understand what is the motivation of the, the killing for Susilawati. Is it just for money?
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. It is because the business, right? They meet that Padmanaban for business. So the motive is not really clear, but it's rumored that it is because this Padmanaban want to buy the land from the Sosilawati, but because he don't want to pay money, so he just kill him without paying. So he get that land without paying any money. Yeah, that is the reason.
Okay, thank you. Then, in my opinion, I think the most bizarre one among the four is actually the Mona Fendi one. Because I think it has some elements of like ritual, and also like the murder is done in a very uh, disorganized way, and I think it's very interesting to see her, to just say things like to say things that are very weird, and also like making people fear her as well. I think that's my opinion for which one is the most bizarre. Maybe Shaza, do you have anything to say?
Actually, I just agree with you, Aahrthi. Like you said, the Monofeni stories is very weird and bizarre. And until now, I think Monofeni's house itself recently also scary. Yeah. And I agree that the Monofeni is the most bizarre.
Yeah, I think I also agree with two of you because yeah, the one of the reason is it's involved with the black magic and whatnot, and then the second one is I think there's one movie, uh if I'm not mistaken, the title was Dukun, and I think it's related to Mona Fendi. So I already watched that movie. So when Yanti talk about it, so I get like the picture of the whole story. Like that's my opinion.
Okay.
I think Mona
And
is so scary because I heard about it. I heard about like they had some land problem, and Mona invited him to set some ritual, like cleansing ritual, I guess. And then after that, police found his body in her house. I think that one is scary.
As for me, I do agree with all of you regarding how scary it is for Mona Fendi case. But like, I find the the thing that I find bizarre is for Candy Ong case, because as a Malaysian, I've never heard the story the case of Kenny Ong, and somehow it resembles with today's topic that has been happening in Malaysia, which is raping, and I find it very intriguing and interesting. So I would opt for Kenny Ong case. That's all.
Okay. And for me, I think I agree all of you. I think in killing Mona Effendi was the most difficult for the crime of the cutting the body 18 parts. So I accept that something close to fiction, and also I not like for this is the part. So I think I accept this and maybe it's uh, uh, those people and psychologists patient. I don't know. Okay. I think in Muna Fendi, so this is and that's better. So that's my opinion.
Uh, Hello. Yeah. Actually, today's all the stories are very dangerous and adventure and the crime report. So I think all of the stories are really bizarre, but among the four stories, the two stories especially is the most bizarre because the first one, I think the police has not revealed out the cause of the I think the criminal who actually murdered the women, and that story is related to the political issues also. So that's one, and I think is the most bizarre because the rest of the stories actually find out the murderer who actually happened or occurred the crime, but first one is not revealed out yet. So based on my perception, I think the first one is the most bizarre for today's discussion.
Okay. So we have Mona Fendi, Kenny Ong, and also Altan Tuyakis. Can we? For me, I still think Mona Fendi is more scary, especially because they cut into 18 pieces. I think that's the detail that freaks me
Yeah.
out. Yeah,
Same with
like
me.
to do it on your own, right? So
That
any others want to debate why?
Can I add something? I
yeah,
also
sure.
heard that Mona, she died at age 45, and she was in a cell, and like they have their cell friends, right? They have their cell friends. They used to heard some weird noises from her cell, so everyone thinks that she's into black magic. So I think that one is so scary. So I'll vote for Mona.
So since the majority of us chose Mona Fendi, the weirdest cases in Malaysia, is it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
so
Yes, I
So
think so.
So we can
please.
conclude today that the Mona Friendly is the most bizarre
Yeah.
story of today's
Yes.
discussion. Okay. So I think it is almost 25 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, I think
So,
that's all from us for this
okay.
time. Let's see again in the next video. Thank you.
Okay. Thank you,
Thank
See
everyone.
you. Bye bye.
Bye bye. Thank
Bye.
you.